सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रय विनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्च अर्थेष्वभिघ्नस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं। समस्तदेवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण आचार्येभ्यो नमः। परब्रह्मणे महाविष्णवे ब्रह्मणे सनकादिमुनिभ्यो नारदाय वेदव्यासाय शुकब्रह्मर्षे सूतमहामुने शौनकादृशिभ्यो वैशम्पायनादृशिभ्यो अत्रादृशिभ्यो मत्स्यादेवतारेभ्यो प्रह्लादादिभक्तजनेभ्यो आदित्यादिनवग्रहदेवताभ्यो दक्षिणामूर्तदत्तात्रेय हयग्रीवादिगुरुभ्यो नमः। श्री आदिवराशक्तिमात्रे नमः। माता पितृदेवताभ्यो नमः। शंकराचार्यादि गुरुभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओं श्रीकृष्णपरब्रह्मणे नमः। परब्रह्मणः श्रुतिमातु समस्तगुरूणां देवतानाम् अनुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव सिद्ध्यर्थं पुराणे इतिहासोक्तभगवत् भागवतदर्शनानुग्रहप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकसंस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थान पुनर्जागरण विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं तत्कृते साधनसेवाकृतानां भक्तानां सर्वशत्रुविघ्ननिवारणद्वारा शक्तिसाधना संपदाप्तिद्वारा निर्विघ्नेन धर्मस्थापनकार्ये विजयप्राप्त्यर्थं विश्वशान्तिसमैक्यता एकदा प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणशास्त्रस्य दशमस्कन्धस्य पारायणं द्वादशस्कन्धस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। Saluting all the lords, gurus, bhagavatacharyas, let us do this great yajna of we thought of only chanting, but we are also seeing the meaning of, at least the literal meaning of the slokas of Bhagavatam, 10th skandha. And 12th we are already studying from long time, continuously more than around 2.5 years. So that also we continue. Now in this chanting part, 10th skandha, today is 30th chapter, one of the most beautiful of the chapters of entire Bhagavatam. You can put it in the top 20 ratings. In this, we will see AKRURA ji going towards Brindavanam as ordered by Kamsa to bring Balarama and Krishna to Mathura. And the idea of Kamsa was to remove them. While going in this way towards Brindavanam, the way AKRURA ji contemplates, thinks about how he will go there, surrender to God, express his devotion. Bhagavan also reciprocates the love with knowing that I am related to him and all, is one of the most beautiful thing. If we can catch the essence of it and have the art of using it for our life, we will never be in the depression, we will never be in the loneliness, we will never be in the doubts whether our prayers are received by the Lord or not, will he bless us or not. That beautiful experience, the training comes to us if we do exactly what Sri AKRURA ji has done. And as he expects, when he goes there really, Balarama and Krishna and Nanda, all of them receive him with so much of love. In fact, they do puja, etc. to him. And seeing that, to itna fida hoi jate. Then Nandaji asks, how you are there? We are sure you are not well, because the king is Kamsa, Rakshas. So that way he asks in the next chapter. Then AKRURA tells why he has come and all. Then all the gopikas, everybody, that they know children, youngsters are happy. They are going to see the town. But others don't know. They don't know that Krishna is going once for all. But others sense it. Anyway, that portion will come later. But this portion of AKRURA is so beautiful. We'll do it in 2 days, half today. tomorrow remaining. So let's chant first 24 shlokas. Very beautiful. ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण शास्त्रम पारायणम अर्थसहितम अथ दशमस्कन्धः पूर्वार्धः अथ अष्टत्रिंशोऽध्यायः। श्रीशुक उवाच अक्रूरोऽपि च तां रात्रिं मधुपुर्यां महामतिः उषित्वा रथमास्थाय प्रययौ नन्दगोकुलं गच्छन् पतिमहाभागः भगवत्यम्बुजे क्षणे भक्तिं पराम् उपगतः एवमेतदचिन्तयत् किं मया चरितं भद्रं किं तप्तं परमं तपः किं वाथाप्यर्हते दत्तं यत् द्रक्ष्याम्यद्य केशवं ममैतत् दुर्लभं मन्ये उत्तमश्लोकदर्शनं विषयात्मनो यथा ब्रह्म कीर्तनं शूद्रजन्मनः मैवं ममाधमस्यावे स्याद् एवाच्युतदर्शनं प्रह्रियमाणः कालनद्या क्वचित्तरति कश्चन ममाद्या मङ्गलं नष्टं फलवांश्चैव मे भवः यन्नमस्ये भगवतः योगिध्येयाङ्घ्रिपङ्कजं कंसोऽवताद्याकृतमेत्यनुग्रहं द्रक्ष्येऽङ्घ्रिपद्मं प्रहितो मुना हरेः कृतावतारस्य दुरत्ययं तमः पूर्वेतरन्यन्नखमण्डलत्विषा यदर्चितं ब्रह्म भवादिभिः सुरैः श्रिया च देव्या मुनिभिः ससात्वतैः गोचारणायानुचरैश्चरद्वने यद्गोपिकानां कुचकुङ्कुमाङ्कितं द्रक्ष्यामि नूनं सुकपोलनासिकं स्मितावलोकारुणकञ्जलोचनं मुखं मुकुन्दस्य गुडालकावृतं प्रदक्षिणं मे प्रचरन्ति वै मृगाः अप्यद्य विष्णोर्मनुजत्वमीयुषः भारावताराय भुवो निजेच्छया लावण्यधाम्नः भवितोपलम्भनं मह्यं न स्यात् फलमञ्जसादृशः य ईक्षिताहं रहितोऽप्यसत्सतोः स्वतेजसा पास्ततमोभिधा भ्रमः स्वमाययात्मन् रचितैः तदीक्षया प्राणाक्षद्धिभिः सदनेष्वभीयते यस्याखिलामीवहभिः सुमङ्गलैः वाचो विमिश्रा गुणकर्मजन्मभिः प्राणन्ति शुम्भन्ति पुनन्ति वै जगत् यस्तयास्तद्विरक्ताः शवशोभनामताः स चावतीर्णः किल सात्वतान्वये ससेतुपालामरवर्य शर्मकृत यशोवितन्वन् व्रज आस्त ईश्वरः गायन्ति देवाय दशेशमङ्गलं त्वं त्वद्यमनूनं महतां गतिं गुरुं त्रैलोक्यकान्तं दृशिमन्महोत्सवं रूपं दधानं श्रिय ईप्सितास्पदं द्रक्ष्ये ममासन्नुषसः सुदर्शनाः अथावरूढः सपधीशयोरथात् प्रदानपुंसोश्चरणं स्वलब्धये धिया धृतं योगिभिरप्यहं ध्रुवं नमस्य आभ्यां च सखीन्वनौकसः अप्यङ्घ्रिमूले पतितस्य मे विभुः शिरस्य धास्यत् निजहस्तपङ्कजं दत्ताभयं कालभुजङ्गरं हसा प्रोद्वेजितानां शरणैषिणां नृणां समर्हणं यत्र निधाय कौशिकः तथा बलिश्चापजगत्त्रयेन्द्रतां यद्वा विहारे व्रजयोषितां श्रमं स्पर्शेन सौगन्धिकगन्ध्यपानुदतु न मय्युपैष्यत्यरिबुद्धिमच्युतः कंसस्य दूतः प्रहितोऽपि विश्वदृक् योऽन्तर्बहिश्चेतस एतदीहितं क्षेत्रज्ञ ईक्षत्यमलेन चक्षुषा अप्यङ्घ्रिमूले वहितं कृताञ्जलिं माम् ईक्षिता सस्मितमार्द्रया दृशा सपद्यपद्वस्त समस्तकिल्बिषः वोढामुदं वेतविशङ्क ऊर्जितां सुहृत्तमं ज्ञातिमनन्यदैवतं दोर्भ्यां बृहद्भ्यां परिरप्स्यते थमाम् आत्मा हि तीर्थी क्रियते तदैव मे बन्धश्च कर्मात्मक उच्छ्वसित्यतः लब्धाङ्गसङ्गं प्रणतं कृताञ्जलिं मां वक्ष्यते क्रूरततेत्युरुश्रवाः तदा वयं जन्मभृतो महीयसा नैवादृतो योऽधिगमुष्य जन्म तथा न तस्य कश्चिद्दयितः सुहृत्तमः न चाप्रियो द्वेष्य उपेक्ष्य एव वा तथापि भक्तान् भजते यथा तथा सुरद्रुमो यद्वदुपाश्रितोऽर्थदः किञ्चाग्रजो मावनतं यदोत्तमः स्मयन् परिष्वज्य गृहीतमञ्जलौ गृहं प्रवेश्याप्तसमस्तसत्कृतं सम्प्रक्ष्यते कंस कृतं स्वबन्धुषु ॐ शान्तिः 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 wonderful it is. Enjoy Bhagavata Parayanam, Artha Avagahanam, and try to revel. If it is devotion, in devotion. If it is in Vedantic thought, in Vedanta. If it is telling us about Dharma, knowing and doing them. If it is about values, the values. So let our life be lived on daily wages basis. Today, how much I am devoted to my Lord, how much I have done my upasana to Him, how much I have done my prayers to Him, how much through contemplation I understood Him, and how much I neared to Him through my surrender. In this way, every day we revel. In this way, day by day, same thing we go on doing. One day, when all this sadhana becomes paripakva, we will see the Lord in front of our own eyes or in our own heart or everywhere. So this is how an Adhyatmic sadhaka, that example of the Chakora Bakshi, they say, keep on doing their sadhana and keep on praying to the Lord to give darshananubhuti and keep on waiting for His grace. Only this much we should have these three things. Other than that, anything else is mudha, moha, maya. It's only worldliness. It is only unwanted samsara. Let us not go even towards that little also. Now let's see how beautiful is this 38th chapter of this Dashamaskanda Purvartha, Sri Akruraji's contemplation or Manmauji about how Bhagavan will receive him and all that. Such a beautiful thing it is. Every sloka has some or the other sweet message to convey. If you can have patience to study sloka by sloka, word by word, in your own home, you can do that. So, Atha Ashtatrimshodhyayaha, 38th chapter, 10th Skandha Uttarardham, which is Bhagavan's Hrudaya Rupa. And the theme of this Skandha is Nirodha, which does Nirodha of the Vrittis, Nirodha of Samsara, Nirodha of the Ajnanam, Nirodha of the Narakadi. When we go on listening to Krishna Leelas with increased bhakti everywhere, the dukkha causing, bondage causing, every of the enemies, inner and outer, Nirodha will happen, undoubtedly. We have to be regular, we have to be having the faith. That's it. Now, Sri Shako Now, Akrura, his name itself is Akrura. Never ever is Krura even a moment for any reason anywhere towards anybody. Tam Ratrim Madhupurya Mahamati Ushitva. So that night he stayed in Madhupuri, maybe somewhere around nearby. तो Kamsa might have called him, वो आए थे तो उस रात को रुक कर next morning रथम आस्थाय boarding that chariot given by Kamsa, Prayayau lived towards where Nanda Gokulam. That Gokulam where Nanda is the king. Like that, there are so many Gokulams. Each one has some or the other ones at the heads. This one is Nanda Gokulam. Nanda Baba is the head. There may be many Gokulas, so many hote hain. Now, Gachan Pathi, going on the road or Marga, this Mahabhagaha, their great Akruraji of so much highest fortune, Bhagavati Ambujekshane, on that lotus-eyed Bhagavan, Bhaktim Param Ubhagataha. He, on the way itself, the moment the vehicle started, he got extreme devotion. Param Bhaktim Upagataha. This we might have had it, it may not be nowadays, but those days where we never had even these telephones or any of them, the letter dwara hi pata chalta tha. Then it is written on this day by this train I am coming. Then the one who is going to meet them, he is also so much excited, joyful that after months or maybe years, I am going to meet. Even they also, so much of prema to receive the beloveds. Especially the girl is given in marriage to far off village or somewhere. Then after many months she is coming. The mother and father so excited. She is also missing their parents and all. Little later period of history, we saw the villagers going into town, coming back to villages. Town people going to capital cities, coming back. Capital city wale going to the places like Delhi, in the 80s, 70s, 90s, from these other states, going to the capital itself is a great achievement. Slowly it has become going to the foreign countries, is it not? And when they come, so much of excitement to receive. The point is the bhaktim paramupagataha, the extreme love, extreme devotion Sri Akrurji felt with the thought that he is going to meet Bhagavan Krishna. So this Akrura Hrudaya we must ask for first. In- Anything is okay. Prahlada Hrudaya is ultimate. वहां तक पहुंचने के लिए पता नहीं कितने जन्म जन्म लगेंगे. But to begin with, we should have the heart like Akrura ji. So bhaktim param upagataha evam etad achintayat. In this way, evam etad. In this way, this one, he started contemplating. He was alone. Maybe the charioteer was there. Then he was thinking. Evam etad achintayat. ये चिंतन कर रहे थे कि वन बाय वन सी फ्रॉम दैट ओनली वी आल्सो हैव टू learn the lessons, immediately feel the feelings. First he says kim maya acharitam bhadram, what auspicious things done by me, kim taptam paramam tapaha, what great tapasyas austerities I must have done, kim va atapi arahate dattam, what are the great danams I must have done to the deserving people, yat drakshyami adya keshavam, that the result of all that is I am going to have the darshan of Lord Keshava. By now they all know it is Bhagavan only. Adya Keshavam Drakshyami. Many of you also must have thought when you go to Badri Darshanam, Kailas Darshanam, Kedar Darshanam, Chardham, anywhere going, that feeling ki kitne janm ka punya hai. Kashi, staying there for a few days, 1 month, 2 months, any of these beautiful things. And for me, this one. Every day studying one after the other Shastras. What dhanam we might have done, what seva to the Pada Padma of some gurus we must have done in earlier life, in which temple of the Lord we might have done, some jhadu pocha, whatever the punyam, something we might have done. But every day, Bhagavan is taking all his pains to make us remember him by giving us this chance to study Shastra in spite of us and in spite of this Bhayankara Kali Yuga, inner and outer. Maybe without doing all this, it is his Karuna only that at random he must have selected us. After selecting, he might have felt very regretted. Why I have selected this fool? And yet, anyway, I have selected solo, let me give him a chance. Is that maybe? हो सकता है ना? So all the things, what tapasya I have done, what mangala karma I have done, upasanas ityadi, what dhanadi I have done. So yajna dana tapaha, the phala of all that is, I am going to have Bhagavad Darshanam. कि मया द्रक्ष्यामि अद्य केशवम किं वा अथापि अर्हते, अर्हते मीन्स डिजर्विंग पर्सन, दत्तम दानम. देखो, keep on doing this dana and tapasya and upasana. Sometime will come where Bhagavan will give darshan. Guruji must be doing it all that from many, many lives. No, in this life he is going. Remember, he is the first person from Mathura, etc., non-Rakshasas. Rakshasas to both आए थे to have darshan of Bhagavan Krishna, first devotee. You must be really excited and wonderful, joyful. More than the first World Cup we won yesterday, like that in cricket. So, Kim Maya Acharitam Bhadram Paramam Tapaha Taptam Arhate Dattam Danam Pashyami Yadrakshami Adya Keshavam. Do we feel the same thing when we know that we are human, when we know that we are getting chance to study Shastra, when we know that we are hearty, healthy, now that we are able to do whatever puja, upasana we are doing? That is still enough. That will lead to that Bhagavad Darshanam in course. We are not as great as him, but at least we are studying Shastra. Okay. Then he says, Mama etad durlabham manye. I feel it is impossible, difficult to get what? Uttama shloka darshanam, the darshan of the Lord whose praise is the greatest. Then Vishayatmanaha, because I know what I am. I am Vishayatma, always indulging in the Vishayas only. To such me, this Bhagavad Darshana is Turlabha. See that? And there's also a lot of lessons to learn. If I keep telling, then it will take a lot of time, so I'm cutting short. Even Vishadarshi, we are, by somebody is prompting or God's providence, we get the chance for these spiritual things, which give us a turn in our life. So he talks about himself. I am always Vishayatma. For me, having darshana is really durlabham. Yatha Brahma Kirtanam Shudra Janmanaha. Just like the Shudra will never get a chance to do the Veda Pata. Brahma Kirtanam is Veda Pata ityadi. For Shudra, it is not allowed to do the part. He can listen, but he should not chant. So I am getting the chance, even though I am Vishaya Atma, this is most rare thing. Same way, maivam mamadhamasyapi syat eva achyuta darshanam. See, even though I am adhama, still, why not? He is encouraging himself and he is giving once for all, for the whole life, a great word of encouragement to all the students of this portion. This sloka of Akrurji of immense importance because of the inspiration, positivity, optimism it gives to us. Great it is. He just now said, I am Adhama, I am also, sorry, I am Vishayatma, etc. How I am also going to get chance to have darshan? Like the Shudra never gets chance to chant Veda, I should have not got. How did I get? He says, why not? He himself does the justification. Ki why will not they get ki ma eva mama adhamasyapi syat eva achyuta darshanam. Why will it not happen to me? It will definitely happen. Why? They go, the beautiful thought. Hriyamanaha kala nadya kvachittarati kaschana. They go, in this kala nadhi, how much ever one person is being floating, flooded, sometime, somewhere, somehow, everyone will be crossing that ocean of samsara. Dekha? Kaschana. Everybody, kvachit, somehow or the other, sometime or the other, some place or the other, tarati. देखो नदी में बह रहे कहीं ना कहीं मौका मिलेगा बाहर आ जाएगा. Is it not very inspiring thought? Nobody is spared in this world only to get flooded in this Kala Nadi of samsara. कभी ना कहीं कोई महात्मा आएंगे, कोई भगवान आएंगे, कुछ ना कुछ वो होगा. That it will be काल प्रभाव होएगा, वो व्यक्ति प्रभाव हो गया, स्थल प्रभाव होगा, कुछ तो होता है because of which we just come out of that kala pravaha of samsara. Sometimes the place where you have taken your house to stay itself is filled with some divine vibration. You get blessings from that. Sometimes you are at that time, a particular moments that will help you. Sometimes you are around a Mahatma unknowingly only, that it affects you. There are great Mahatmas who have such a powerful aura. They also travel in flight here and there. So you get a chance to sit 3 seats before or ahead of him. His presence is so powerful that is enough that it gives a transformation required, the turn required in our life. स्टीयरिंग को घुमा रहे हैं बस उन महात्माओं की कृपा से हो जाता है. They like that so many other divine causes are there. But kvachit tarati kaschana. Kaschana means anybody or everybody. Kvachit means some or the other reason. Tarati definitely at one place or the other. Therefore, maybe my turn has come now. Like all youngsters nowadays have a T-shirt written, "Apna time aayega." Even your and our time also will come off. Thoroughly understanding the Shastras, involving in deep, high level of sadhana of all sorts, meditations, in which we cross all the layers, koshas, avidyas. We can have the glimpse of Bhagavad Anubhuti. Now we are at very lowest level. We are struggling even to understand the word-to-word meaning of the Shastras. Even if with all struggle we understand, not very little of it remains. On the surface, our mind we are back to total worldliness or sleepiness. That is what we are in. Yogic Bhasha, we are in Kshipta and Muda Bhumika. Slowly coming to Ikshipta. Then comes the Ekagra. With that Ekagra Bhumi, we do Bhakti Jnana Yoga sadhanas. अभी तो मेरा तो नहीं हुआ, आपका हुआ होगा. Congratulations. So, why will not I be blessed? भगवान का ये कृपा है सृष्टि में. Every jiva at one time, place or the other, for some or the one or the other reason, definitely he will come out of this Kala Nadi. Kala Nadi, Samsara Pravaha. Janma Marana Ityadi. So, Priyamanaha Kala Nadya, the one who is being carried by the Kala Nadi, Kvachit Tarati Kaschana. Everyone will be, at one time or the other, will come out. Therefore, don't be pessimistic कि मेरा अब टाइम नहीं आया, कल आएगा, परसों आएगा. Look at others and don't feel jealous if they are entering and growing in spirituality. Their time has come now. Ours will come. You know, in some banks and hotels, you give your order or all that, उनका आ जाते हैं, हमारा नहीं आएगा. अरे अभी नहीं आया, अरे आपका भी आएगा भाई. Nobody is spared here in this world without being blessed by the Lord. That's the most positive point for me. ये पढ़ने के बाद तो भरोसा हो गया कि आज नहीं तो कल, नहीं तो 1000 जन्म के बाद कभी ना कभी भगवान हमारा रक्षा जरूर करेंगे. He will take us out of this rajotamo and through sattva and shuddha sattva. He will give us the glimpse of him and makes us establish in that. Not only glimpse. Not satisfied with the glimpse, Bhagavan, we don't want to come back into the world of upaditadatma and suffering so much every moment. Keep us at your own feet all the time. Such people, when they are blessed by Lord, they will be put in higher worlds. Higher worlds of Mahar Jano Tapa, where all these botherations outer, inner will not be there. Only single pointedly all the time sadhana Bhagavad Smarana. And the mind conducive for that alone is given. Now, because of our prarabdhas, conducive mind for the exhaustion of prarabdha, that mind is given. How much our struggle, you cannot change it, that's it. But still we have to go on doing it only to make the Lord feel that yes, we are interested to improve. That's it. Lot of things like that can be discussed. Anyway, then he says, Mamadya amangalam nashtam. All my inauspiciousness is gone. Phalavan shaiva me bhavaha. Bhava means birth, janma. My life has become phalavan, fruitful. Yan namasye. That I am going to do namaskar. What to? Bhagavataha. Yogi dhyaya angri pankajam. I am going to do pranams to the lotus feet of the Lord, of which the yogis do all the time. Dhyana in their heart. Really, AKRURA's Kismana, really he is gone, touched the feet of Bhagavan Krishna and Balram. अब वो लोग भी करते all of that. But उनका तो है तो हम समझ ही रहे हैं, is fading. But how much must be the Gopikas or Gopabalakas, all of them are in the Gokula, must be so lucky that they are spending day in and day out with Lord. Kya ananda. Oh, I feel they are in the pure Advaita Sthiti, not recognizing any separation between them and Krishna. You know, there is no Vyaktitva in them, nor they consider Krishna as another Vyakti. That Mamaikya Bhava, Advaita Bhava, they must be there, enjoying it. All the Shastra, Saramsha is to be one with God. They all must be experiencing it. So this feeling of Akrura should tell us how great are the Gopabalakas, all of them in Vrindavan there. See, when he feels, I am going to have the touch of Lord's feet, which are meditated in the hearts by all the yogi. Then see, the Kamsa, even maybe very cruel to everyone. But for me, he has done such a great favor. He thanks Kamsa. I think he's the only one who might have thanked him. Maybe some near dear ones, okay? Kamsaha bhata adya akrutame atyanugraham. Today to me the Kamsa has done great anugraha. Why? Drakshe angri padmam prahitaha amuna harehe. Harehe angri padmam drakshe amuna prahitaha. It is he who has sent me, because of which I am going to have Bhagwan's Charana Darshan. Thank you to him. That's how we have to. Anybody who trouble us, torture us, because of that we remember the God, we even thank them also. Otherwise, God हम कहाँ remember करेंगे? दुख में सुमिरन सब करें, सुख में करे न कोई. This is how we have to take positively the thing. Thank you, dear Kamsa, that it is you who have sent me. And it is true that he could have selected anyone, but he is given chance. But Kamsa knows, इससे बढ़कर मेरे खेमे में और दूसरा कोई है ही नहीं. सब बाकी राक्षस जिनको बेच चुका हूँ, सब खत्म हो गए. Akrura's nature is known to Krishna, Balrama, Nanda. Akrura also, like Vidura there. No, absolutely balanced, devoted, Sharanagata, absolutely unassuming. You can see from these slokas. So, Kamsa Bhata Adya Akruta me Atyanugraham, my Drakshe Angri Padmam. I am going to see Hare of Lord Charana. Then Prahitaha Amuna, because I am sent by him, I have to thank. Really. Then Krutavatarasya. Bhagavan has who Narayana only took as avatara. Then Duratyam Tama Purve Ataran Yan Nakamandala Trisha. He is taken avatara now, but earlier many people on the seat of their meditation meditated on the Lord, his feet and the nail of the feet. And that nails of the fingers of the Lord Trisha is the Kanti was so great. With that was their Tamas Ajnanam has been dispelled. See how to tell all these things in English. जिस भगवान के चरण कमल के उंगलियों के नख के कांति के ध्यान के कारण बहुत सारे योगियों का अज्ञान रूप अंधकार ही ध्वस्त हो गया, ऐसे भगवान के चरण का दर्शन करने का मौका मुझे कंस के कारण मिल रहा है. धन्यवाद मिस्टर कंस. How nice, no? You understand some joyful. How must be his heart? He's pure-hearted. He's not feeling anywhere little, even pessimistic or bad, etc. So, Purve Ataran Yat Nakha Mandala Tvisha. Just by the Kanti of the Nakha Mandala of Bhagavan's Charanas, fingers, the nail, that was enough. This expression comes many places in Bhagavata, in many other Purana Itihasa. It is enough that Bhagavan's Charana Kamala and that the feet, fingers, the nails, that light is enough. Tulsidas starts with this only. If you know, Sri Guru Nakamani Vimala, Sri Guru Nakamani Vimala Vijoti Sumirata Divya Drushti Hiya Hati Hoti. You remember the great the Nakha Jyoti of Guru Maharaj, enough that you get the Divya Drushti. Sri Guru Nakamani Jyoti Sumirata Divya Drushti Hiya Hoti. This is the Doha or Chaupai, 1 or 2 words missed. Sri Guru Nakamani Jyoti Sumirata Divya Drushti Hiya Hoti. This is how it starts. Vandavu Guru Pada Kanju. All that. Vandavu Guru Pada Paduma Paraga Suruchi Subhasa Sarasa Anuraga Amyamuri Maya Churana Charu Samana Sakala Bhava Ruja Parivaru. Like that. Wonderful expression. बस गुरु चरण हरि चरण चरण भी नहीं चाहिए, उनके नखमणि ज्योति बस ध्यान करो. How it happens? Why are you worried? When the Shastras say it will happen, the ignorance will go away. You believe it and do it. And everywhere you believe. Why can't you believe here? Just have faith. Okay? Then he says, Yad Architam, that feet of the Lord, these are all भगवान के चरण के महिमा, जिनको मैं देखने जा रहा हूं, ये हमारे अक्रूर जी डिस्क्राइब कर रहे. Okay, all 7-8 slokas talk about Bhagwan's Charana Mahima. That's how so many great saints, Bhaktas have written Bhagavat Guru Charana Mahima. Guru Paduka Stotras, Guru Paduka Stava, Guru Pada Stava, like that so many. Hari Pada, Hari Keshadi Pada, Anta, all that. So, Yad Architam Brahma Bhavadivihi Suraihi. The feet of the Lord are being worshipped by Brahma, Bhava, this Shivaji, Adivihi, etc. Suraihi Devatas. All of them did worship. Shriyacha Devya, even Mahalakshmi Devi also. Munivihi sa Satvataihi, all the Rishi Munis and Satvata who are in the Shuddha Sattva Guna, all of them worship Bhagavan Sharana. Only two things. Those are impure hearted, they do Bhagavan Charana Upasana, their hearts become purified. When the hearts become purified, the best thing they do is again doing the archana only to Bhagavan's Charana. Because that will make us tarana, cross this ocean of samsara. इसलिए गुरु चरण हरि चरण कभी नहीं छोड़ना. Aha. Then Sriyacha Devya Munivis Satvataihi. Then Gocharanaya Anucharaihi Charadvane. And they are the feet which were moving in the forest on the pretext of Gocharanam. Finally, Yat Gopikanam Kucha Kumkum Ankitam. All the Gopikas were having the feet of the Lord kept on their heart. To that feet I am going to have darshanam. How soft is a Akruraji's heart. You and I also miss this joy of melting our hearts in devotion, especially to the feet of the Guru and Bhagavan. Feet, Charana Bhakti. The Charana Seva, Dasya Seva. Charana mein hi Sharanagati hota hai. Sharanagati is the final step in devotion. Thereafter we have nothing to do. It is his job now. Ball will be in his court. Then he says, Idrakshami Nunam, beautiful form of the Lord. He is meditating. Nuna means indeed. Drakshami, I am going to see. So Kapola Nasikam, what a wonderful cheeks and the Nasika, the nostrils. Smitavaloka, Smita smiling, Avaloka eyes watching me. How? Karuna, Kanjalochanam, the looks of the eyes of the Lord are like the Kanja, and with Karuna he is looking at me. That I am going to have is darshan. Mukham, that great face of the Lord, Mukundasya, of Lord Krishna, the one who is the giver of mukti. Kuda alaka vrutam, with all the hair curly. That means what? Some of them might have reported to Kamsa and all of them how Krishna looks like. अक्रूर जी वगैरह तो देखे नहीं अभी तक भगवान को फर्स्ट टाइम, but he is able to describe the form. Means he has heard from some people the description of Bhagavan. Then pradakshinam me pracharanti vai mrugaha. All the deers are moving around me in pradakshina. These all are the right positive moments or signs. When the सियार लोमड़ी वगैरह घूमते हैं और ऊपर गीद छील वगैरह, that is the bad omen in our journey. We have seen all the Ravana's, Rakshasas, when they were coming for the Yuddha in Ramayana, how extensively we studied. Those days, if I remember, I am surprised only to remember कि we could do all those portions. अब तो एक श्लोक बोलने को तो थक जाता मैं. वहाँ तो how much we have seen it. In that time, we saw whoever the Dushta Rakshasas come for fighting, all the सियार वगैरह as well as the छील वगैरह ऊपर मंडराते हैं. इसका अर्थ है अपशकुनम, they are going to die. Even when he came, कुंभकर्ण आया था रावण उससे पहले, ये वाला इंद्रजित, for him also it happened, but he never cared. So to whenever positively signs are there, that means the deers vagara, when they do pradakshinam, it is a positive sign. So pradakshinam me pracharanti vai mrugaha. When he is traveling, going through the forest, so the mrugas are doing pradakshina as a good sign. That I am going to have darshan of Bhagavan Krishna, who has got a Gudalaka, Sukapola, Sunasika, then Karuna Purita, Drusha, Smita Avaloka, Aruna Kanja Lochanam. मुस्कुराता ही वह चेहरा, his lips, then Kanja Lochana, Aruna Lochanam, reddish lotus like of the eyes of Bhagavan with Smita Avaloka, Aruna Kanja Lochanam. Aruna, reddish color, beautiful eyes. I am going to have darshana. Then Abhyadya Vishnoho Manujatvam Iyushaha. Today I am going to have darshana Vishnu, who has taken the human form. Why? Bhara avataraya, to remove the bhava of whom bhara, of whom bhuvaha, bhumika, nijaichaya. It was his choice to come in this form. Lavanya dhamnaha is an abode of the whole beauty of the universe. Bhavita upalambhanam. Today I am going to have his upalambhanam is the proximity and darshanam. Mahyam na nasyat phalam anjasad dushaha. There cannot be greater fulfillment to my eyes. In this way, so many beautiful slokas. Why go hurry? Let us enjoy them also. Maybe tomorrow. Today, that is enough. We will do our other portion of Bhagavatam. Sarvam Krishna Arpanam Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Very good topic. Thank God we have again taken up 10th skanda. ॐ श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीभागवत शरणं मम श्रीसद्गुरु शरणं मम श्रीसूता शरणं मम श्रीशुकदेव शरणं मम श्रीव्यास शरणं मम श्रीनारद शरणं मम श्रीकुमार शरणं मम श्रीब्रह्मा शरणं मम श्रीविष्णु शरणं मम श्रीपरब्रह्म शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम शरणं मम शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव ॐ मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं स्वर्गे सत्ये च कैलासे वैकुण्ठे नास्ति अयं रसः अतः पिबन्तु सद्भाग्याः मामा मुञ्चत कर्हिचित् ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणं द्वादश स्कन्धः आभासश्च तिरोधश्च यतश्चाध्यवसेयते सहस्रया परं ब्रह्म परमात्मेति शब्दते saluting all the rishi muni guru devatas bhagavatacharyas. Let us do this 12 skandhas continuation. Before that, small little two things. First of all, that in this Kali Yuga, of so much of not only outer disturbances and distractions, but our own inner body, mind, intellects, not only lower or lesser capacities, but filled with so much of pulls and pushes of raga, dveshas, kama, krodhas, ajnana, moha, prarabdha. In spite of all that, if you 4-5 are able to come regularly to the class, whether you clap for yourself, pat yourself or not, but I really appreciate you all. This is a very tough period of the yugas, the Kali Yuga, wherein general human beings are so much are into the worldliness, and just you are seeing it to how many people you might have told, आ जाओ क्लासेस हो रहे हैं सुनते हैं उनको ना वो थॉट रजिस्टर भी नहीं होता. Imagine how much Kshipta and Mudha is there, Bhumika of the Chitta. Like, when a huge flood comes or when a huge landslide happens, uncontrollably, how the trees fall from that mountain. In the floods, how? In the tsunamis, how? Big, big ships are, boats are, the houses are carried away, even the cars, vehicles. Nowadays, we see in that way, the chitta of the human beings in Kali Yuga is pulled towards Kama, Krodha, Artha, Ityadi. Naturally, because of Yuga Dharma. So tough it is to not only refrain from it, but give a complete opposite direction of divinity. Some of you are able to do means what? Remember that you are so much blessed by the God and Guru Parampara for whatever the upasanas, pujas you have done for millions of lives. May you recognize it, even I, and uh, thank the Lord and Gurus for that, and continue prayers that Lord keep us in this path only. May the negative prarabdha should not take me away from this path. That strength, that ability, that wisdom, that conviction, that effort, that empowerment, oh Lord, please give me. In that way we have to pray. Otherwise, 1 minute शास्त्र खोल के पढ़ना is impossible. And if you and I again, when the class is over, do you see the book even till the next day? Impossible. You try, you cannot. होगा ही नहीं वो. I know it. I am going through that. Means at least for the class sake, Krupa of Bhagavan is there so much. In the same way, to all others who are irregular, for them also I am requesting. It is not so tough or impossible if you take commitment and have belief in yourself, in the nobility of this activity of the Shastra Shravanam, and then keep some target. Ek hafta mai sununga, 10 दिन. That 10 दिन commitment itself is great achievement, and I can assure you in those 10 days, Bhagavan will give the required transformation to continue for some more days, some more days, some more days. This is how, through Nirantara Shravana, we allow the divinity to enter into us. To some extent, we can block the Kali to enter us. Other than this, tell me this, what is other upaya? You know, I'm just praying for all those helpless, hapless people whose minds, intellects are not cooperating for them to become spiritual. Some of them are your own family members. You know, because in spirituality only there is highest. If not to this class, to some class you go, some guru, whoever whom impresses you, no problem. And whatever the Shastra. But through the Satsang, Sadguru and Sat Shastra, be in touch with the Sadvastu, the Paramatma. Let us not be carried away into the world so much that Bhagavan is not at all remembered by us. Minutes, hours, days, months, years, and the entire life for some unfortunate people. Let us, we few of us, sacrifice some of our upasana tapas shakti for those helpless people whose minds are not cooperating to become spiritual. मैं तो करते रहता हूँ भगवान, take this, but then see to it that the jivas who are better off, deserving, may be turning toward the spirituality, because in this only there is fulfillment. Every else, there is no fulfillment. There may be some pleasures and achievements, but not ultimate. Along with those achievements, pleasures, there will be always a bondage in that. So, congratulating you, appreciating you, and encouraging you that be in this continuously as long as our हाथ पाँव काम कर रहे. मैं तो ये डिसाइड किया, जब तक हाथ पाँव सब हिलते रहेंगे तब तक करते रहना जितना हो सके उतना. Is it not? That's what our commitment. That a commitment alone makes us do. So too those non-regular people, just tell to yourself, tell and give to yourself some chance. Give to this class and Bhagavan Krishna also some chance by being regular at least for a few days, so that those few words, thoughts of Bhagavatam will enter. Now today's portion of Akruraji's words, how inspiring they were, how touching they are to the heart. Those who have not come, they missed only, no? You have come, you have lucky. Now continue like that. Help yourself. Not for me. What will I get if you grow spiritually? It is you. My sadhana is mine only. Anybody. Okay? Be in that path all the time. Be careful also not to invite or invoke those obstacles which stop us from doing our regular study and sadhana. Avoid, deliberately avoid if they come. Like today or tomorrow, Ramji will tell Sri Lakshmanji, these knowledge which I have given you to an undeserving, undevotee of me, non-devotee of me, प्रयत्न करके उसको नहीं बताना. And जो devotee है उसको प्रयत्न करके बताना. Last sloka of that fourth sarga we will see. So let none of the people of the world, nor our own thoughts, take us away from our own swadhyaya and sadhana. Guru Bhagat Smarana and Satsangam. Okay. Now we are into this third chapter of Dvadasha Skandha, in which we are seeing Bhumata talking about all these kings who are arrogant, who are powerful, who wanted to capture the earth and rule it as kings. By themselves identify with this perishable body. The bhumi they had to live, the sharira holding on to which they considered themselves as the raja, etc. Even that body also became krimivit bhasma sangya. कृमियों का विट बना और भस्म बना, जलाए तो भस्म, जफनाए तो कृमिविट. In that way, Bhumata is hinting to Parikshit and matlab Shukadevji through the words of Bhumata hinting to Parikshit and all of us also. In that he is encouraging, inspiring him, just that we have seen 2 minutes back. Hey Parikshit, by seeking to listen to the Lord's stories, you have done the best thing. Now you are going to leave the body. You asked me in the beginning, Priyamana Purushasya Kim Kartavyam. I am telling you, but hold on to Bhagavan's feet. That's all. Other than that, any number of kings have come, how much ever they ruled, they only remained in the history books. That's it. And where they reached depends on whether they have done sadhana or not. Some have done, some have, therefore they have reached higher abodes. Many have not done, then they have wasted the opportunities. May you not do that. Now let us again chant third chapter from this sloka 1 up to the 15, 16, 17. इतना तक पढ़कर इतना हो सके तो हम आज पढ़ेंगे, देखेंगे कोशिश. ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः. श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणम द्वादश स्कंधः. आभासश्च तिरोधश्च यतश्चाध्यवसेयते स आश्रय परं ब्रह्म परमात्मेति शब्दते. अथ तृतीयोऽध्यायः. श्रीशुक उवाच. दृष्ट्वा आत्मनिजये व्यग्रान् नृपान् हसति भूरियम् अहो मां विजिगीषन्ति मृत्योः क्रीडनकाः नृपाः. काम एष नरेन्द्राणां मोघः स्यात् विदुषामपि येन फेनोपमे पिण्डे येति विश्रम्भिता नृपाः. पूर्वं निर्जित्य षड्वर्गं जेष्यामो राजमन्त्रिणः. ततः सचिवपौराप्त करीन्द्रानस्य कण्टकान्. एवं क्रमेण जेष्यामः पृथ्वीं सागरमेखलाम् इति आशाबद्धहृदयाः न पश्यन्ति अन्तिके अन्तकम्. समुद्रावरणां जित्वा मां विशन्ति अब्धिम् ओजसा. कियद् आत्मजयस्यैतत् मुक्तिरात्मजये फलम्. यां विसृज्यैव मनवः तत्सुताश्च कुरुद्वः. गता यथा गतं युद्धे तां मां जेष्यन्ति अबुद्धयः. मत्कृते पितृपुत्राणां भ्रातॄणां चापि विग्रहः. जायते हि असतां राज्ये ममताबद्धचेतसाम्. ममैवेयं मही कृत्स्ना न ते मूढेति वादिनः. स्पर्धमाना मिथो घ्नन्ति म्रियन्ते मत्कृते नृपाः. पृथुः पुरूरवा गादिः नहुषो भरतो अर्जुनः. मान्धाता सगरो रामः खट्वाङ्गो धुन्धुहा रघुः. तृणबिन्दुर्ययातिश्च शर्यातिः शन्तनुर्गयः. भगीरथः कुवलयाश्वः ककुत्स्थो नैषधो नृगः. हिरण्यकशिपुर्वृत्रः रावणो लोकरावणः. नमुचिः शम्बरो भौमः हिरण्याक्षोऽथ तारकः. अन्ये च बहवो दैत्याः राजानो ये महेश्वराः. सर्वे सर्वविदः शूराः सर्वे सर्वजितो जिताः. ममतां मय्यवर्तन्त कृत्वोच्छैर्मर्त्यधर्मिणः. कथावशेषाः कालेन यकृतार्थाः कृता विभो. कथा इमास्ते कथिता महीयसां विताय लोकेषु यशः परेयुषां. विज्ञानवैराग्यविवक्षया विभो वचो विभूतिर्न तु पारमार्थ्यं. यस्तुत्तमश्लोकगुणानुवादः संगीयते भीक्ष्णम् अमङ्गलघ्नः. तमेव नित्यं शृणुयात् अभीक्ष्णं कृष्णे अमलां भक्तिम् अभीप्समानः. राजोवाच. येनोपायेन भगवन् कलेर्दोषान् कलौ जनाः विधमिष्यन्ति उपचितान् तन्मे ब्रूहि यथा मुने. युगानि युगधर्मांश्च मानं प्रलयकल्पयोः. कालस्य ईश्वररूपस्य गतिं विष्णोर्महात्मनः. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ओम परब्रह्मणे नमः. श्रीकृष्ण श्री महाविष्णवे नमो नमः. व्यासादि समस्त भागवताचार्येभ्यो नमः. अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. भागवत avatarebhyo bhagavata bhaktebhyo bhagavata sadhubhyo namo namaha. Yesterday we saw the first 4 or 5 shlokas. So, just in a minute, if we browse through to maintain the continuity of the thought in this third chapter of 12th Mukti's last skandha, whose topic is the Ashrayam, Sri Shukadevji is telling Parikshitji, only 3 4 more chapters. After that, Shuka Parikshit Samvada will be over. What remains is Suta Shaunaka Samvada for few more chapters. Then we'll have our Bhagavata Mahatmyam. Sri Shuka Vacha. Shukadevji says, Dushtva Atmani Jaye Vyagrahan. Seeing the people who are busy in trying to conquer me, Nrupan Hasati Bhu Yam. Bhumata is just laughing only at those people who are trying to conquer her. What is she thinking? Saying, Aho Mam Vijigi Shanti. These people want to conquer me. Who are they by nature? Mrutyoha Kridanakaha Nrupaha. These big kings are the Khel Khilauna only offer this Mrityu only. भगवान नृत्य के क्रीडनक रूपी राजा लोग मुझे जीतना चाहते हैं. This is a very sublime thought, no? There is nothing for us in this world to be conquered. We only have to surrender to Bhagavan. The ones who have conquered, they all were gone to destruction only, merged in the earth. So, Kama Esha Narendranam Moga Syat. This desire of these kings will be Mogaha only. Vyartha, it will never be fulfilled. Vidusham, how much ever wisdom they have, knowledge they have, tactics, practices they may do to conquer me. The desire of conquering me will be Murusha, never fulfilling to them. Yena, why is it so? Phenopame pinde ativishrambita nubaha. These kings are extremely identified with this pinda called Deha, which is Phena Upama, equivalent to a foam only. No, how many subtle things in that if you want to understand? We all also, if not like a king, conquer big kingdom, but we want to, even at the age of 80, 90, our still worries are, कौन सा कंपनी में क्या करूं, कौन से पैसे कहाँ इन्वेस्ट करूं, इस बैंक में इंटरेस्ट बढ़ गया उधर डालो, उस शेयर में ये बढ़ रहा है इधर डालो. This is what is meant here by Bhumata. Like देखते देखते within few years, where are we? Gone into Bhumi only. Instead of that, pull our mind, intellect from all this and apply it to Bhagavan. That's the main point. And it is sheer mere arrogance that we want to conquer the earth and all. Annam Brahma Rupam, Annam came from Prithvi, Prithvi Mata ko pranam karo bas. Don't try to be arrogant, king of the external world and achievements. That is what Parikshit ji ko आखिरी क्षण में श्री सुखदेव जी बता रहे. Because only few hours now is going to be. Drop that thought in the mind again to become a king in next life and all. Become king size in devotion. Great. कि येन फेनोपमे पिंडे ये अति विश्रम्बिता विश्रम्बनम attachment अति extreme. Phenopame pinde on the body which is like a foam. Foam example is it looks like something substantial. पर देखते देखते वो धीरे धीरे उसके अंदर जो भी हवा है निकल जाता है, then it is not even seen only. अन्नमय कोश का हम एक्सप्लेनेशन सुबह देखे थे, कल प्राणमय के बाद, देन दोनों कंपेयर करो. प्राणमय इज ग्रेट, नॉट अन्नमय. That is how will be shifted in our Taitra Upanishad, lifted from the gross upadhis to subtlemost. Now, Purvam, how these kings, interesting, Purvam Nirjitya Shadvargam. They all know, and it's a very intelligent thought, intelligent way of putting by Shukadevji from the mouth of, through the mouth of Bhumata. A beautiful lesson for all of us. These kings used to think, okay, to conquer the kingdoms, we have to have all the faculties and powers. To have all the powers and faculties, we have to first of all conquer our inner enemies of Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. So they were so matured in this regard that unless these 6 enemies are conquered, you will not have sufficient power energy to become the kings or to conquer the kingdoms. So the common thing is for both of us, for sadhakas and them is same. Unless we conquer this Arishadvarga, you and I as spiritual seekers also, Even a 1 inch also we cannot go towards the Lord. So these people's foolishness she is pointing out. That most toughest thing called as conquering Arishad Varga, even having achieved that, instead of using that achievement for spiritual growth and reaching God, they have misused to become the kings of the kingdom. That Bhumi also will not be theirs. The body also merges in the Bhumi only. देखो how subtly is Shukadevji is conveying that message to all of us from her through the mouth of Mother Bhumata. Purvam Nirjitya Shadvargam, then Jaishyamaha. Then we'll conquer one by one. Who are they? First Raja, then Mantrinaha, Tatha Sachiva, then Pauraha, then Apta, Karindran, Asya Kantakan. Who are like the big elephant like I will conquer all of them who are Kantaka for me to get the kingdom. As I told you कल कि जो प्यार से मानते हैं प्यार से, जो जिनको पैसे देने से पैसे, जो धमकी देने से सुनते धमकी देकर, जो कुछ भी नहीं सुनते तो मार कर फिनिश करके आई विल बिकम किंग, दैट इज द गोल. So this is how they plan. And every one of us also, in the political field, in other fields of any industries we start, any of the firms or any projects you take up, our sankalpa also happens like this. Now, see the beautiful contrast picture here. I tell you, we are so lucky in so many ways. Here, the picture of this type of rajas are given from the mouth of our Mata Bhumata. Now, just 20 minutes back, we were listening as to what our AKRURA ji was thinking when he was going towards Lord Krishna. उनका भी मन में ही विचार चल रहे थे, इनके भी मन में. In his mind, the thoughts of full devotion and surrender. Mind is same. But these fellows say, will conquer the Arishad Varga, become powerful enough to defeat other kings and mantris and all, thus go on earning and expanding our kingdom. Contrast pictures. Same we have to see. What is everyday manmani going in our mind? Is that manmani about Arthakama? Then we are as bad as these kings who one day are going to enter into the earth. If you are thinking like this, hey Bhagavan, Moksha Purushartha, I am not able to achieve, please bless me with that Bhakti Jnana, please bless me with that Viveka Vairagya, please give me all the Yoga Jnana, Yoga Sadhana Samarthya, give me that Vedanta Vichara Samarthya. If these things we are thinking and asking for, we are on right track. मगर जो संकल्प करते हैं हम वही करते हैं और वही बनते हैं. No doubt about it. So, Tata Sachiva Paura Apta Karindran Asya Kantakan, all of them Jaishyamaha, I will conquer. Like many kings said, therefore the plural is good, use Jaishyamaha. Then Evam Kramena Jaishyamaha. In this way, one by one we will conquer. What? Prithvim. How far? Sagara Mekhalam. Up to the end of the, up to the shores of the ocean. Jitna Prithvi hai, all that we conquer. Iti Asha Baddha Hridayaha. In this way, they are bound by the asha in their own hridaya. And at that time, what's happening? Na pashyanti antike antakam. That they are not able to see the mrityu, the antaka, antike, who is just next only. After this, we saw yesterday. Mata Prithvi is talking about big kings as example. It includes all of us also. Whoever are thinking of achieving anything other than Bhagavan, they also fall in the same category. Enough of that. It is like that only how much ever we do. And especially you and I who got the chance to study Bhagavad, हमको तो भगवत दर्शन भगवत भक्ति इन चीज़ों के ही प्रति मन में विचार निरंतर होना चाहिए. All the time. You should only think these positive things. No other. Help ourselves. And wherever these things are inspired, encouraged or given to us, let us stick to that only. By knowingly or unknowingly, those places or people or the program where this is made to be forgotten, we should not go towards that. In Kali Yuga, the problem is what? Whether it is people of Grahastha whether the people are even the Sannyasa Adhyatmika Kshetra, on the name of doing something outer world way, they get lost in the outer world, lose sight of the devotion and Bhagavan's darshana inside. In that Maya they are there in Kali Yuga, they don't even recognize that. Like people like Gurudev and all, they have realized the truth. Thereafter, they have done seva. But all others lost in this type of outer activities, losing sight of the inner darshanam, that life is ended. Therefore, even if you are a vigorous person of activity outside, after the age of some 50, 55, 60 years, kuch outside you do, later on, drop everything and go inside to have Bhagavad Darshanam, because that is ultimate. That is what we have to aim at. That is the greatest thing to be achieved, can be achieved as a human. So, about the Rajas, Mata Prithvi is saying like that, and it includes all of us also. Even the so-called spiritual people who say, हम इतनी संस्थाएं जलाएंगे, आश्रम बनाएंगे, in that where is Bhagavan? If you have not experienced. If you have experienced, the Bhagavan only works through you. That's okay. It is subjective. You can't tell me, you can't know whether I knew or not. I can't talk about you. But whoever they may be, they should rethink. Like we yesterday explained this to you in the other language. Just like people get lost in Kama, which is Rajaguna Lakshana, in Nidra, which is Tamaguna Lakshana, also get lost in Sattvaguna Lakshana, this type of outer activities of so-called services, etc. That's why Bhagavan said, Sarva Dharman Parityaja. Dharma means this Tamoguna Dharma, Rajoguna Dharma, even Sattvaguna Dharma also Parityaja. To give up Rajo Tamo, you have to do the Sattva Guna. But Sattva also Guna, it also golden chain, gold, wind, silver, iron, जो भी हो बांधता ही है वो. इसलिए उसको भी छोड़ो, तभी मामेकम शरण व्रज करना होता है. और मामेकम शरण व्रज is the purpose of yours. Nothing here, Arjuna. That Lord who gave the entire Gita Jnanam for the Dharma Samana, toward the end he says, the ultimate Dharma is to reach me, the truth, the self. For that all other Dharmas you have to give up or transcend. How? This subject is very clear. There is no ambiguity at any place. So here also Bhumata is saying, while being this way busy in their hearts, bound by the asha, that in this way we conquer the entire kingdom up to Sagara Mekhala, they are not seeing the Yamadharmaraj so close who has come. Really, today is 30 January हो गया, हमको तो डर ही लगता है यार. How fast is 20-23 का एक महीना हो गया? It's not that one day, 1 month, another passing. It is we are going toward the मृत्यु ना. हमारे जिंदगी के किताब का एक एक पन्ना कट रहा है. कैलेंडर को नहीं फाड़ रहे हम एक एक दिन का, अपने जिंदगी का एक एक क्षण, एक एक क्षण. That's why I got this watch. And whenever I see, I'm so frightened. 1 by 1 minute going on, second going on. Om Namo Narayana, Om Namo. कुछ ना कुछ जब करते हैं हम. So that the time is not gone wasted. Without Lord's name. But still that moha, the maya, जन्म जन्म से अर्जित किया है, उसको इतना प्यार दिया हमने, थोड़ी छोड़ेगा अपने को जैसे ही, just like that. So keep on, बस एक ही जिंदगी में प्रिंसिपल सीखो आप. हिंदी में कहता हूँ, लगे रहो बस. लगे रहो, जब होगा तब होगा. Then antike antakam na pashyanti. Having said so, samudra avaranam jitva. And do you think they stop after conquering the earth up to the avarana of samudra? No, no, no. Mam vishanti abdhim ojasa. They even want to enter into me, the ocean, in which there are some these what do you call them? The islands are there. Even them also they want to conquer. Dweepam means all the Dweep होते हैं ना, like the Sri Lanka is an island. In between all the African many countries, West Indies, they're all islands. There are 300 above countries are there. 300 above islands are there, independent. As they say, I don't know exact number. 300 हो या 30 हो, जो भी है. They want to even go into the ocean, and there the islands are there. उनको भी conquer करना चाहिए. What a funny notion of those people, no? देखो उसमें एक चस्का होता है, उसमें एक मजा आता है. When you kill people, you become king and you are said jai jaikar by others and all. But that's all with so much of bloodshed and papa, the result of which will be terrible naraka. Not only that, you are not going to be there permanently. See, this is what is the biggest obstacle in our life's path, that the delusion catches up so strongly here. It will just still make us bend towards, vote towards, again Maya Moha Krita, outer worldly achievements only. That is where we need Bhagavan Guru's Kripa. For which we have to do lot of upasana. ये भगवान यहाँ आकर मैं हार रहा हूँ, मुझे आप यहाँ जीत दिलाओ. What is the जीता? Knowing the limitation of these things, not going for them, going for only Bhagavad Prapti. That way. So, then samudra avaranam jitva mam vishanti abdhim ojasa. With their strength, they want to even conquer the oceans and all. देखो चाइना बेवकूफ बार बार इंडियन ओशन में आके कुछ वो करते ही रहते हो. Those are not spiritual ना, उनको इतनी भौतिकवाद हो जाती है ना, then that power mongering, हमेशा they are restless in doing something or the other. Very, very, and they don't understand how much they are causing harm to the world. Is it not? Now the next shloka is very, very important. कि next line, कियद आत्मजयस्य एतत्, एतत्, these achievements of conquering all the earths which he has done after doing Atmajaya, उसका क्या फायदा? Because one day is going to die. Then what is to be done with the Atmajaya? Atmajaya means पूर्वम निर्जित्वा षड्वर्गम, जो पहले बताया. आत्मजय का लक्ष्य क्या होना चाहिए? द श्रुति माता और भूमाता शेष मुक्ति ही आत्मजय है फलम. When you have controlled your all faculties and also kama krodhadi, after that you go for the mukti, not again go for that conquering of the earth, becoming a king, lavishly doing the bhoga, etc. While doing all that, you will again merge back into the earth, only dying. Why it is so? Because all that you are doing is the dehatadhatma, dehato annarasena bhutva annarupa vrutibhyam vilyate, annena jatani annam pravishanti abhishanti annam prayanti abhisamvishanti iti. Go back to Anna only. Bhumi. So this, if this thought has to be expansively understood, expandingly means what? Any of the knowledges, faculties we gain. With that, we have to go toward the Mukti Marga, not Baddha Marga. And also gain only those faculties with your efforts which help in spiritual evolution, not which take us to the worldliness. Like you and I are doing this. शास्त्र पढ़ी जा रहे हैं. अब इतना शास्त्र पढ़ गए, भगवान को पाया नहीं तो क्या फायदा? That thought will make us do the sadhana more vigorous. Just like a person does the chartered accountancy or medical study, इतना पढ़ के क्या फायदा करके, will he not start his own CA shop? Will he not start his own hospital? Because inside him that knowledge which he gained for it prompts him to do that. कोई गाना बजाना सीखता है तो उसको हमेशा खुजली होती मैं गाऊं बजाऊं करके. Because whatever he learns, that prompts him to do that. So you and I are studying Shastra. This should prompt us one day not to give up Shastra and go for Gana Vajana. But itna padh raha hu, but still I'm not able to even sit for the meditation quietly for half an hour. Nor I'm able to do steady Riti Japa. Nor I'm able to focus on the feet of the Lord. Then when will I take up the Veda mantras or Vedanta mantra and do the Vicharana deeply on that and transcend all the kosha? So let me start. So this study of ours empowers us for this sadhana. That is another benefit of being regularly exposed to Tattva Jnana, Shastra Jnana, Mukti Jnana, Bhakti Jnana, Bhagavad Jnana, Adhyatmik Jnana. That is why Adhyatma Jnana Nityatvam. This will be Ramji will be telling us today. Just like in Gita 13th chapter, same things we are studying in Adhyatma Ramana also. The Jnana Sadhana Lakshanas we are going to see after 10-15 minutes. अध्यात्म ज्ञान नित्यत्व, so that अध्यात्म साधना का इच्छा वहां हमको आ जाए. That's why when you are in the company of saints and sages, stay in that ashram, all the day that something is going on, talk to Paramatma, slowly your mind also gets oriented. जैसा संग वैसा रंग. Stay with your own friends and relatives who are the Bhogavadin, not Yogavadins, who are the mongerers of the world. 80-90 ईयर्स हो गया, वो वही कर रहे हैं, आप भी वही जाते हैं उन्हीं के साथ, आपको वही करने को मन होता है. एंड यू एंड हैव नॉट दैट मच कैपेसिटी यू इन्फ्लुएंस देम. इफ नॉट एटलीस्ट अपने आप को बचाने का तो होना चाहिए ना. आफ्टर सर्टेन एज तो एवरी मोमेंट इज अकाउंटेबल, एवरी मोमेंट. क्योंकि जो पल जा रहे हैं हर फिर से नहीं आएगा वो. हर पल जो गुजर रहा है दोबारा आएगा नहीं वो. इज इट नॉट सो? Then, kiyad atmajaya se tat, therefore, mukti atmajaya phalam. The real phala for the atmajaya should be mukti, not the conquering of the earth into which you enter one day after dying. Yam Visrujya Eva. See, that Bhumi having given up which Manavaha, the big Manusu, Tat Sutaha, their children, E Kurudvaha, E Parikshit, Suno Dhyan se. That earth having given up which the Manus and their children, etc., Gataha, left, Yatha Agatam, from wherever they came, Yuddhe, Tam Mam Jishyanti Abuddhayaha. And in the Yuddha, the other kings want to conquer that me, having given up which the great kings like Manu Ityadi also have gone to that place from where they came. Again, this earth only, all others also want to conquer. They are not learning. See, this is what is again Nachiketa's word to his father. When father says, यार मैंने ऐसे मजाक के लिए कहा तू कहाँ जा रहा है तो यमलोक में, that word used by the Nachiketas, Anupashya yatha purve pratipashya tatha pare sasyamiva martyah pachyate sasyamiva jayate punah. Oh Father, just see our ancient people and now. They are both places, both type of people are there. Those who are born and died like the blade of grass, uncounted or unnoticed by anyone. So too in the past and in the present, there are so many people who are working for the higher and greater goal. Okay, so go. Let me go for that higher goal. Don't stop me. At the same time, don't be attached to me and break the vow of the yajna. During the yajna sankalpa, you have said that you are giving me to the Yamaraj. Therefore, you are the their sankalpa baddha ho gaye. Therefore, I have to go only. All our ancestors became great because whatever the sankalpa they took, they fulfilled it. So that meaning is one meaning of that portion. Other one is look out in the past and present people. Both places, both type are there. Lived unnoticed like a blade of grass and achieved the highest. So you will also achieve great fame because you have sent me to Yamaraj. Cause is you. Condition can be, it may be, whatever it may be. But that was one small mistake done by at what time. That you will rectify anyway. But your name also will come in the Upanishad. इनफैक्ट वाजश्रवस का नाम पहले आता है नचिकेत से भी. उशन हवई वाजश्रवसः सर्ववेद समदधौ. पापा का नाम पहला आता है उपनिषद में. So you will also have a great name and fame. Allow me to go. But more than that, anupashyatha purve pratipashyatha pare. So here Bhumata says that me having left the great kings like Manu and their children have gone back to the place from where they came, means into the earth, that me again these kings want to conquer. What a nonsense it is. Then the sloka today we will see and conclude. Matkrute, for the sake of conquering me, the earth, pitruputranam, the parents and children, bhratrunam, brothers, api vigraha, they get separate apart and they start doing fighting with each other. See, कब से बात आ रही है देखो. राज्य के लिए includes everything, kingdom, powers, money, indulgences, all that. Are not half of the cases in the courts are only of property only. And on that 95% is only family झगड़ा. Very few are there कब्जा करते हैं ये करते हैं वो वाले. बाकी सब तो भाई भाइयों का ही तो है ना. In many places the children have filed the cases because they have some lawyers to guide them, misguide them, advise them. हर हफ्ते में legal system change होता ही रहता है as the times change. Your owned property you can give to anyone. The ancestral property cannot be yours. It has to go to your children. Therefore you have to give. I don't know बाबा, मैं तो इसमें फंसता नहीं. मेरे को एक चीज भी समझ में नहीं आता. मुझे कोई दूसरा चीज समझ नहीं आता, इसलिए स्पिरिचुअलिटी में आता हूँ. और यहाँ भी एक इमेजिनेशन है कि ये समझता हूँ. We are all in imagination only. How many cases, how many types of cruel things that are happening in the modern world. ये तो तब की बात है, शुरुआत ऑफ कलियुग. उससे लेकर यहाँ तक, that's what happened. Brothers fighting for the kingdoms, for the house property, for the money. That's why the parents should be clear the accounts much before the time of their departure comes. And definitely there will be dissatisfaction because money is such a thing. जितना भी दो कोई satisfaction नहीं होगा. वो बेवकूफ़ है जो अगर बच्चे, तो कुछ ना कुछ वजह से वो लोग सम डिस्पैरिटी देखेंगे ही। इवन इफ दे आर वाइज, नो यू गॉट मैरिड देम टू सम यूजलेस बहू लोग, दे आर सफिशिएंट टू स्पॉइल देयर माइंड्स। सम नालायक मत, हमें 2 बेटियाँ हैं, हमको ज़्यादा प्रॉपर्टी देना चाहिए, उनको क्या है कि बेटा है, क्यों आधा देना चाहिए? अरे! Court doesn't say all that. 2 children, half a property, that's it. Nowadays, even daughters are the legal heirs. All that, whatever. Now, a new law will come if the children die before parents and children have property. Why should it go to their children only? Why not parents? लाजिम है कि नहीं बात? Like that, it will go on. But all that is what? Running behind courts are fighting with each other. Half of the money is eaten by the lawyers, advocates, accountants. इनको ही ज़्यादा रहता है। इन इंडियन सिस्टम तो ये तो एवरीबॉडी ओपन सीक्रेट, ऑल इज वन साइड, अदर इज व्हाट, द नो पीस ऑफ माइंड, ऑल द टाइम इतना दुखी होते हैं। मत कृते पितृपुत्राणाम भ्रातॄणाम चपि विग्रह जायते ही असताम, एंड दीज आर ऑल असत पुरुषास, यूजलेस फेलोस। वही राज्य ममता बद्ध चेतसाम, द असत तत्व इन द मीन्स दे हैव द ममता फॉर द राज्य इन देयर चित्त। हे राजा परीक्षित, so like this, Bhumata will say few more slokas. In that, she will give the list of a big number of kings, and then last 2 slokas of Parikshit ji, Shukadevji are so beautiful. In that he says, I gave you the history of all these kings, not to get inspired to expand your kingdom, oh my dear. My purpose was to give you Vijnana and Vairagya. Don't misunderstand. Otherwise, क्या होगा? If this clarity Sukadev is not giving, we will carry our own message. Like Gurudev gives wonderful lecture on Gita. In between 2-3 of the humorous things he adds. Then people carry the message. Swamiji ने बढ़िया सा humor बोला. अरे he told Vedanta there. वक्तुर इच्छा तात्पर्यम, द वक्ता की क्या इच्छा है अपने वक्तव्य का, क्या वो कन्वे करना चाहते हैं, दैट शुड बी इम्पोर्टेंट, दैट वी शुड कैरी। तो हियर आल्सो परीक्षित जी को सुख जी स्पष्ट कहते हैं, आई हैव टॉट यू ऑल दैट ओनली फॉर विज्ञान वैराग्य विवक्षा, not for you inspiring you to get kingdoms by killing your own brothers, fathers, and all that. Don't go into that artha kama. Many kings have come, gone into the earth. This is what even we have seen Vamanavatara portion when Bali Chakravarti was stopped by Shukracharya ji. Don't give this to, he is Vishnu only, will take away everything. He says that only. How many kings have came? Vainya, Gaya, Nahusha. All of them came and went away. I am not going to have this permanently. I gave the word, I will give you. So when whatever, let it be Vishnu, he may be Brahma, he may be anybody, Shiva. मैंने बात दी थी, उनको वचन कही थी, तो whatever they ask, I'll give that. गुरु ने शाप दिया वहां शुक्राचार्य, तुम राज्य से भ्रष्ट हो जाते हो. He says it's okay, but I am. Then he is arrogant of his dhanam. You know, dhanam is good guna, but even every good guna troubles us because it creates a specific ego. देखो उनका गुरु का शाप भी हो गया, उनका में एरोगेंस हो गया, तबाही होगी. अदरवाइज इज वेरी गुड पर्सन. एवरी गुड हैज वन और टू बैड, लाइक एवरी बैड हैज वन और टू गुड. What's that? Let's see tomorrow. Thereafter, Kali, all the Yuga Dharma will be explained very, very clearly. Krita, Treta, Dwapara, Kali, especially how to conquer the Kali's Durgunas and save ourselves from that. Parikshit asks, Shukadevji will tell. We'll see tomorrow. Sarvam Krishna Arpanam. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you, friends. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate. हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यः पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. Its website is made. Just browse every day, listen to one or the other talks. ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्. देवसहितः प्रसवात् प्राणाय पानाय व्यानाय समानाय ब्रह्मणे ब्रह्मार्पणं ब्रह्म हविर् मध्ये वन्दे अमृतपान उत्तरावस्तुस्तवान् कृष्ण नीराजनान् दर्शयामि ॐ नीलमेघश्याम कृष्ण नित्यजगन्मोहन कृष्ण बालगोपाल कृष्ण भव्यमङ्गलं वेणुगानलोल कृष्ण वेदान्तवेद्य कृष्ण नवनीत चोर कृष्ण नित्यमङ्गलं भक्तजनाधार परमदयावाद्यमुक्तिसन्धाय कृष्ण गीतामृतात् परमयोगीश पार्थ सारथिरूप न तत्र सूर्यो भाति चन्द्रतारकं नेमा नारायण मादासो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्यां प्रदाय कर्तृभ्यं सद्भ्यो ब्रह्मलोकादाश्रयेरि मे गुरुवाक्यं व्यासाय विष्णुपाय नमस्तस्मै शुकाय ब्रह्मणं विष्टाकमुजत् बोल श्री महाविष्णु भगवान की जय श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण शास्त्र की जय बोल श्री परब्रह्म भगवान की जय श्रुति माता की जय बोल श्री वेदव्यास भगवान की जय भागवत महापुराण की जय समस्त श्रीमद् भागवत आचार्य की जय शुक सूत वेद व्यासादि समस्त भागवत भक्त अवतार की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय महाविष्णु भगवान की जय सुखदेव परीक्षित महाराज की जय आज के आनंद की जय सद्गुरु भगवान की जय सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंद गोविंद थैंक यू some 40 half an hour let us study Adhyatma Ramayanam.